channel. I'm known as Brad's brother. My name is Chad Bresson. I'm pastor here in San Benito, Texas, pastor of the Table Church here in San Benito. And thank you for allowing me to be part of your family at Nature Coast. I surely appreciate you all. I saw that you're getting ready for your big banquet this week. That looks pretty cool. I've seen pictures from your banquet in the past. Maybe one of these days I can get over there and see what that's about. But that looks really, really, really great. Here we are getting ready for. We don't have something this weekend, but we do something. That's my text messaging, by the way. Yes, it is the Monday Night Football theme. I'm reminded of how bad the Bengals have been this year. But anyway, we're getting ready for our Christmas Eve. We do something every Christmas Eve here, and this year we're doing it in our new what's new to us, our new building. And so it's going to be interesting. It's going to be really, really good. We always tell the Christmas story. So I encourage you to make the most of this season. That's what we're talking about. I thought it'd be good for us to spend some time in Rhythms Grace thinking about one of those aspects of this season. It is Advent, along with all the Christmas lights and hearing Mariah Carey 500 times. The annual tradition of looking at lights. Do you guys do that? Do that? I do that. I drive around and look at the lights. One of the things I like to see are the nativity scenes. Everybody's got something that's a little different. Some of the nativity scenes that I've seen, in fact we have one on our street. It's done really, really well, and I like it every year. In fact, I'm always afraid I'm going to get hit by hit by a car because I stand back from it trying to take it all in. Because I just walk up, it's 2 houses down from us. But the manger scene is moving for me. What's funny is, what's also a tradition for a lot of places. In fact, we've got a nativity scene out here in front of the church, and we had this conversation. But another annual tradition is the stolen baby Jesus story. And you've seen those stories, right? A lot of times it's somebody prank. It's a prank. Somebody's being a prankster. You know, the stolen baby Jesus story. You know, everybody's got to go take the baby out of the manger. So a lot of manger scenes around here, you can drive by. There's really no baby Jesus there. It's just the manger with some straw or whatever, because the baby's been taken by somebody. Now, sometimes it's not a prankster, and that's probably the dark side of this. The missing baby is because somebody's not happy about the story, not happy with what that manger scene represents. Here's the irony, though, and this is what we're thinking about right now. The irony is that whatever's happening in the heart of the one who took the baby out of anger or out of offense is the reason why the baby's in the manger. At least that's what it symbolizes, right? It's precisely why Jesus came, because that's us. That's us. It's all of us. You know, we were all kind of offended at Jesus coming, but he came for us anyway. The incarnation isn't just God showing up to admire the religious decorations. The incarnation happens because the world is dark. In fact, it's not an accident. If you read the Luke story especially, but you also see it in Matthew, the story of the wise men with the star, a lot of this stuff takes place at night. In fact, it looks like Jesus was born at night, because Luke is saying that night there are shepherds on the hillside, and the angels show up, and all of a sudden everything's bright. And they go running off to Bethlehem to see the manger. That's all happening at night. That's not an accident, because the baby in the manger is coming because it is night. You know, for Israel had been in darkness for hundreds of years. For humanity have been in darkness and has been in darkness for thousands of years. The baby shows up, light shows up. The baby in the manger is coming because there's a lot of darkness in the world, a lot of evil in the world, a lot of sin in the world, including you and me. You see, that manger scene is grace. One of the things that I say about those manger scenes, and I've seen this happen, there's a live nativity that takes place up at a church about 15 minutes from here. It's one of our sister churches here in the valley. And I have seen this because I've witnessed this just about every year. They've got a live nativity, and this year they even had a live infant. They haven't always had a live infant, but this year they did. People stand and weep in front of that nativity scene. Of course, they're being told the story, and there's some soft music playing. One lady one year said, "This is the first time I really understood what Christmas was about." I've come to think that those manger scenes, one of the reasons I'm talking about this is I encourage you, go find a manger scene or look for the manger scenes in your neighborhood. They're almost sacramental. Some people might think I'm heretical for saying that, but I do believe they're proclaiming something. They're proclaiming light. Yes, it's just a picture. We need the word, the text for us. Absolutely we do. But that picture is proclaiming something to us. It is telling us something. You know what the manger scene is telling us? Especially the manger scenes that are all lit up in the middle of the night. First of all, the light has come. He's come for you. But he's also saying this. The darkness, it's not always going to be this way. That manger scene is grace. This is who Jesus is. This is what he has done for us, what he did for you, what he continues to do for you in your life, in my life. He shows up. He becomes one of us. The incarnation. The incarnation is everything. Jesus is one of us. And that's what the manger scene is talking about. So, whatever you're going through, whatever darkness you're going through, whatever anger you're going through, whatever grief you're going through, whatever it is that is part of your darkness, your brokenness. I mean, there's a lot of brokenness and heartache. We all have it. That manger scene is telling you that there is somebody who became one of us, who has wept with you. Jesus wept. The Bible says Jesus wept outside the funeral of one of his best friends. And he's done it for you because he absolutely, unstoppably loves you. He loves you. He loves you. That's the story of those nativity scenes. It's just a representation, yes, but it is telling you that you are absolutely loved, that you have his grace, that you always have his mercy. There's never a moment you don't have his grace, never a moment you don't have his mercy. Next time you see a nativity, stop and just contemplate what that means for you. Doesn't mean everything is going to be all great. Doesn't mean life is just going to be all grand. But that's hope in the midst of all the darkness, in the midst of all the brokenness, in the midst of whatever you're going through this Advent season. That is our Rhythms of Grace for today. Thank you for spending some time with me. Thank you for allowing me into your phones, onto your screens here on this channel with Nature Coast, and I'll be praying for you and your banquet. I hope you have a great Christmas banquet. But no matter what happens the rest of this evening or the rest of the week, you always have Jesus' love. You always have his smile. His favor is always on you. Jesus always has you, because you're always in his grace.